Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Should be a fun Father's Day matchup between the New York Yankees and the Cincinnati Reds. The Yanks are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Bob Feller, the right-hander from the state of Iowa, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Now to the plate, Derek Jeter. He will lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box, Bernie Williams. Fouled off. He comes in with 24 homers to his credit so far this year. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Feller is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
2-2 the count. One out, nobody on. 3-2 to the Yankees center fielder.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Digging in now, Tino Martinez. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. First pitch on its way.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Dwight Gooden gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
And that'll bring in Ken Griffey Sr. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball inside.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. And there's the first out. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, the left fielder, Winker.
Into the box now, Jesse Winker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that misses inside 1-0.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
He's got it. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Reds are down in order. We are still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter, Jose Canseco. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Coming to the plate now, Hideki Matsui. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 0-1 on its way. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
The 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
At the plate, Tim Raines having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the American League in batting average entering play.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch.
Nope.
2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. 0-1 the count. Now here it comes.
Ball, that's inside.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Williams is right there, one down.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter,
Nick Castellanos at the plate now, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Willie Mays is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Coming to the plate now, Alfonso Soriano. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
That's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
2-1 the count. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
First offering on its way. Slapped hard the opposite way. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is called in for the first out.
batting 9, the third baseman, number 18.
Next for New York, number 18. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Didi Gregorius will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, he center cut that fastball. It comes in the high 90s, but that's a dangerous location no matter how hard you're throwing.
And he's back standing. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. First pitch on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here's the 1-0.
2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Didi Gregorius is going to go ahead and stay in the ball game and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 19.
So striding in, Eugenio Suarez, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up and 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Mike Moustakas is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Fouled away. Suarez aboard here at first with nobody out. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Standing in, Tyler Stevenson comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch coming, here it is. Skied into straightaway right. Raines is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Back to the top of the order now. And striding toward the plate is Ken Griffey. Cold strike on the corner. Good changeup that time.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
In there, strike 2.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the switch hitting outfielder, Bernie Williams.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Popped him up. Iglesias shading to his right. 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Tino Martinez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. A bouncer up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate now, Jose Canseco, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
So now to the plate, Hideki Matsui will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 0-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Winker is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The right fielder, number 31. Tim Raines.
Ready for another chance? Tim Raines, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
Ready with the 1-0 on a grade school swing there. It's 1-1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. He's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
And it's fouled away. Ready with the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. On stepping into the box, Jose Iglesias. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The left fielder, number 33.
Stepping into the box, Jesse Winker. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. And this is low, ball 1. Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Tony Perez will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes to Perez.
2 strikes now.
This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Williams is there, 2 gone.
The batter,
So
number 2.
a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And the right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Here's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Winker rounds third and is digging for the plate. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Willie Mays is next as he finds himself behind 0-1, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Pitch popped up. Gregorius has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Reds get a run in the inning on this RBI double. We're through 4. It's now 1. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Alfonso Soriano. Here's the first pitch to him. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Soriano carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So digging in now, Jorge Posada hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And Posada will lay off there. It's back to 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. To 2-2 now.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Didi Gregorius waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it. But when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Didi Gregorius is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now the pitch. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another foul ball. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Stevenson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, the right fielder, Ken.
At the plate now, Ken Griffey Sr. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Reds leave one. They lead it 1-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Derek Jeter. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Still even at 2-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Shin high fastball that time. Ball 3.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Ready for another shot now. Bernie Williams, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. Fouled away. A runner at first with no outs here. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. A 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Tino Martinez. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now a throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-0 home, skied into very shallow right. Waiting on it is Griffey. 2 gone.
The batter,
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Canseco. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now a throw over, back in standing. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
3-1.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And it's fouled away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Digging in once again, Hideki Matsui, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Chased after that one, and it's 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And he fouls this one off. Ready on 0-2. Liner toward right center. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase it something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Standing in with the bases loaded, Alfonso Soriano, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Swung on and chopped up the middle, fielded by Moustakas. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. The Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 6th, all even at 1 apiece. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2, and that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Reds.
Standing in, Jose Iglesias. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line to the right side. But he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
2-0 now. Here's a swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 2-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
One out, nobody on. Fouled off. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Squared that one up just a little late. Once again a 3-2. Swung on and blasted foul to the right. And wow, that got all the way out to the Riverfront Club. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board. So both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Tony Perez stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now. The pitch. Oh my, this ball is crushed. Where will this one end up? Into the upper deck and gone.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Again, a 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Two out, nobody on. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's now 2-1 Cincy. Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Posada. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Stevenson gathers. The throw to first is in time. 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Ready now, Didi Gregorius. He struck out and bounced into a double play in his first 2 at-bats. Out in front of it, strike 1. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. Down and away, ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike. That's ball.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Here's the pitch.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now. 3-2.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here, but also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in, Derek Jeter. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer.
We're in the 7th inning now. The pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. 1-1 the count.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The count now at 2-2. Here it comes. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Heading out towards shallow right. Griffey will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Willie Mays. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Raines is there to put it away for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
Striding in, Eugenio Suarez, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch on its way. And he lays off there, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder going back and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Hits this one hard the other way. And Moustakas is aboard. It's a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out both ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice single.
In now, Tyler Stevenson as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Mendoza, 28 years old, comes into the day 3rd in all-star balloting among relievers, so we'll wait and see if he ends up receiving an invite.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ken Griffey. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Stepping in now, Jose Iglesias, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And he is safe at home as he beats the throw to Posada.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Reds 4 and the Yankees 1. Archie Bradley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 23, Archie Bradley.
Leading off the inning, Bernie Williams, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Knuckle curve there off the outside corner. 2-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Moustakas is there. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, Tino.
To the plate now, Tino Martinez. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Jose Canseco. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Interested to see what the pitcher goes to now. After getting that late hack on the curveball, does he speed him up with some velocity?
And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. A knuckle curve there, and he thought he had him, but it's 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Tony Perez. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throwing to second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Nicholas Castellanos is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And, wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
I'm set with the 0-1.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Eugenio Suarez is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. On the ground near home. That winds up foul for the second strike. Here it comes on 0-2.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
One left for Cincinnati, but they lead it 4-1. Lucas Sims comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Lucas.
At the plate, Hideki Matsui. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A windup and the 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Heading out towards shallow right. Griffey has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Into the box now, Tim Raines. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First offering on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Raines brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Now at the plate, Alfonso Soriano. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Last chance for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Cincinnati rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Bob Feller with his 4th win this season, striking out 12 in the process. Lucas Sims earns the save out of the bullpen, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.